Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. Season 4, Episode 20 tonight. We'll be looking at Week 17, the championship week. We made it. Unfortunately, Brendan had to work tonight. So I got my main man, Ruffin. He's going to be sitting in arguing with everything I say. So this ought to be good. I need to be locked in because it's championship week. So I'm not going to let him distract me with too much. How's it going, Ruff?
Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, man?
Good, man. You got your Cowboys jersey.
Absolutely. I'm going to come here represent.
Before we even get into the podcast, how you feel about your Cowboys, man? Rough one at Miami.
Okay.
Where you at? How you feeling?
Okay, so
this ought to be good.
This ought to be good. So I'm a realist. I understand, like someone famously said, you are who your record says you are. So 10-5, I think we are good. We're definitely a playoff team. We're in the playoffs already.
Agreed.
But, we haven't shown that we can do the things that playoff teams that expect to do well can do. So
I got you.
We can't stop the run. I don't like the way we run the ball. So with that said, we are 10-5. We'll do some things. We'll probably win at least one game in the playoffs. And then, I'm flipping the coin or I'm sitting on the couch. So just make some room.
Y'all in the mix.
We're in the mix.
That game against Miami was good, though.
We had it, but
I thought they played well. That possession where they fumbled on the goal line, that shouldn't have happened.
Plus,
that changed the whole complexion of the game. It really did.
It certainly would have changed the score a little bit. May have changed a little bit of momentum. But at the end of the day, every time we don't have Tyron Smith playing,
that dude is huge.
He's huge.
That's my guy.
Man. Between him and Trent Williams, they are the best.
Oh man, a left tackle. Bro.
Yeah, it's like, no, Dak's not here for you today. You can't see him today.
Yeah, you better go rush on the other side because you're not getting by me.
No, and his numbers speak for themselves. So when he doesn't play, it's a coin flip.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Hey, but the jersey's fat though. I like the jersey.
I gotta represent. The white jerseys. Every time I've worn a jersey that's been white, we've won. I didn't wear it this past weekend, but
it's all good. I definitely like it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, let's get into the podcast. You know how we're going to do. We're going to look at all the position groups, get Ruffin's opinion on who we should start, who you should sit, get ready for that championship.
Right.
Let's start off with some injuries, some big ones. Week 16 coming out, DJ Moore's got a knee injury.
Oh,
that might be tough because Chicago's got a juicy matchup,
right?
And Fields has been playing well. Jordan Addison, Vikings, ankle. Left the game early. Might be iffy for Week 17.
Right.
We'll talk a little bit about that one. Dontavian Wicks, Green Bay. Consecutive weeks with touchdowns, right?
Right.
Everybody's hurt. Christian Watson's hurt. Jaden Reed's out. But he's got a chest contusion, so they're not sure if he's going to play.
Oh, gosh.
So we'll see. Jordan Love's got to throw it to somebody.
Right.
So TJ Hawkinson, torn ACL. Tough injury that late in the season.
Right.
That's bad for next year. Dustin Hopkins, the kicker for the Browns, hamstring.
Really?
Yeah. So they kept going for it on fourth down, so that inflated Flacco's numbers, right? So yeah, Hopkins, he may not play. Jalen Waddle's got an ankle injury. He was in and out.
Right.
Probably the biggest one of the group is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
The AC joint sprain.
Ooh.
That might be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they signed another quarterback today, so we'll see.
So they don't have any faith in CJ Beathard.
Nah. So hopefully Lawrence can play, but it doesn't look good. It's a sprain on his throwing shoulder too, so that might not be good. Somebody else from the Bears, Cole Kmet, tight end, knee injury. And he was balling. He was getting tight end numbers. And in our league, me and Ruffin, we're in the same league. In our league, their point per reception is clutch. And then the last one, Cortland Sutton. Broncos, concussion. He had multiple touchdowns in consecutive weeks, man. But yeah. So I don't know. He might be in a protocol, but he might play. All right, so you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man, let's jump down. Let's talk about some quarterbacks.
Okay.
Quarterbacks we're going to discuss. Derek Carr at the Bucs.
In division rivalry, but
right.
The Bucs haven't been able to really stop anybody, but the Saints have been up and down. I don't know. So
that's why I'm glad he's on the list. You feel like that game's going to be a shootout.
It could be, or it could be a defensive stop. You don't know. You really don't.
It's iffy for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
I think if I had him, I'd probably start him.
Right.
He's a veteran quarterback. He's going to do okay.
He should.
They
got weapons.
They got weapons. They got weapons.
Is Olave back?
Yeah, I think he's back.
Okay.
He's back. Yeah. So, I think I would start him.
Okay.
What about Jared Goff playing your boys? I put him in there just for you because I want to know where you are on this one.
Okay. So here's my take. I looked at some of his stats. He's had good numbers.
Right.
Of course, Detroit is rolling.
Yeah.
But it's more of the run game with Jahmyr Gibbs more so than anything. Not to say that Jared Goff isn't orchestrating that.
Right.
But he's only thrown 5 games over with 300 yards all season. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Mm-hmm. But when you throw a game with 5 touchdowns, you don't really need to throw for 300 yards.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that's a right the ship kind of game for the Cowboys. So I don't think his numbers are going to be as gaudy.
So that's the thing with Detroit. They've gotten throttled a couple times. Right. He's totally different away than he is at home.
Absolutely.
And the game is at Dallas. And
so,
I think your boys are going to be mad.
Of course.
I think I would probably start him, though, because he has weapons.
Right.
They have a strong running game, and that normally facilitates a good passing game. So he'll be all right, but I don't think he's going to go off against you.
No, he definitely won't.
Means.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Gilmore is too good over there.
Oh, okay. Got you. This one changed as of last night. Don't laugh. Brock Purdy at the Commanders. Now talk about a get-right game.
I know, this is a get-right game.
The Commanders, man.
I don't understand the Commanders. They have the makeup for a good defense, but they're just not playing. So I guess Riverboat Ron is on his way out.
Oh, yeah,
but
for
anyway, Brock Purdy, I think he's going to get his numbers back.
Yeah.
But 4 interceptions.
Against the Ravens, The Commanders are not the Ravens.
No, they're not. You know, there may be only a less than an hour's drive between the two teams, but no, that's about it. It's going to be a huge difference. Brock Purdy will do all right.
He should be all right. I think Purdy, he gets knocked a lot. I think this whole game manager thing has been coming back up. Man, I'm telling you, quarterbacks, it's all about wins and losses. That's the only thing that matters.
Sure.
And dude wins. So I'm okay with that. He did have 4 picks last night.
And 2 of them were his fault. Because if you can't avoid the defensive alignment, that's on you.
Yeah.
So
the Ravens ran him around a little bit, got him off his spot.
Of
they got him off his spot. But I would still start him against the Commanders.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa. You start him?
No.
At the Ravens?
Not against the
Wouldn't
Ravens.
mess with it?
No. I mean, and he's down 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
With we don't know if
Waddle
John
might be
coming
iffy.
back.
Hill could be not quite 100%.
Right.
And they don't really throw to their tight end.
No,
so
not at all.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. He's a risky start to me.
And if you ask me, as a Cowboy fan, I saw the way that Tua was getting rid of the ball early in the game. Yeah, he was getting rid of the ball, but he looked scared. I mean, if you just honest, he looked scared.
He's like, man, I gotta get rid.
I mean, he threw to the ball and nobody was there early in the game. But,
That's a risky start against the Cowboys. I think if I had a second quarterback option to choose, I might pull out of that game. Even though he's got crazy weapons, but I don't know. The Ravens, their defense plays with such physicality, man. They can negate a lot of that speed. So
that's for you 49er fans.
That's right. Last one on the quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield playing the Saints. I'm feeling Baker, man. I'm on Baker's train.
Baker's balling. He's still got a huge target in
Mike Evans.
So,
and Marshawn Lattimore's not playing. He's out. Marshawn Lattimore's out.
Yeah, you better start Baker Mayfield. Because the Bucks are looking like that team that could cause some problems.
Baker's killing it, man.
I know.
Good for him, though.
Right.
Good for him. He's been paying his dues. It's good to see him take advantage of his opportunity. Because back in the fantasy draft, I was like, I'm not messing with that.
Yeah.
Mike Evans' streak might be in jeopardy, but they both made it, so good. All right, so that's the list we're going to talk about with quarterbacks. Some of your playoff help. If you're looking for a guy to take a flyer on, if you're getting into your championship, if you got Trevor Lawrence, you need a backup. Nick Mullins, Vikings quarterback.
You want to go that route.
Man, it's digging deep.
Right.
But he's got Justin Jefferson, man.
He does have Justin.
That's worth 200 yards.
Right there.
Yeah, because you gotta account for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Mullins, 411 yards last week. You would have never thought he would do that. Right. I mean, 2 TDs and 4 picks, but that's a lot. But a 400-yard game? Come on, bro. You really can't ignore that.
Yeah, but that was against Detroit, right?
Yeah, Detroit's not a terrible offense. Who they got this week?
But then we're talking about their defense.
Oh, yeah.
So,
their defense, yeah, for sure. You can temper it, but I would say the Vikings, who do they have? They're at home against Green Bay.
So in the
that's
dome.
got shootout potential.
Yeah, in the dome.
Yeah, that's got shootout potential. I like it. Joe Flacco, no surprise. He's probably been picked up maybe a couple weeks ago, but Flacco's been rolling. I know he's probably helped a couple dudes win, or at least get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it again. They got the Jets, so the first half might not be great, but the second half he gonna get it.
Yeah, I think so. And plus, his main target says he's unguardable.
Right.
So, Amari Cooper blowing up. I wish we could have kept him. But that's another story.
Oh man, contracts.
Yeah.
All right, let's skip down to the running backs. How do you feel about James Conner at the Eagles?
I do not like it.
Really?
The Cardinals showed something early in the season, but then again, what did I say earlier? You are who your record says you are.
You are who you
Cardinals are that team. And I never, no offense, ever since James Conner left the Steelers, I have not liked him. Even though he's got decent numbers with the Cardinals, I just don't like something about his game.
Right?
He'll get numbers here and there, but that's about it.
But the Eagles give up yards, though.
Yeah, but the Eagles...
Connor's got some sneaky games, man. To me, definitely not a running back 1.
Right.
Or probably even a running back 2. But against the Eagles, I might slide him in there as my RB3. I probably would.
You're more of a gambler than I am. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. All right. What about Breece Hall playing Cleveland?
Ooh. Breece is that dude.
Put that seatbelt on tight. Put it on tight. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Seriously. Running backs are tough.
Breece is that dude, but I don't know about that Browns run game.
All right.
Ooh.
So this is the thing. Okay, last week, 20 carries, 95 yards. Right. 16 targets, 12 catches. With that volume, there's no way you can't play him in fantasy.
You cannot start him. I mean, he's that guy.
Yeah.
And of course, if he had a real quarterback behind him, he's a must start every week.
Yeah, for sure. I know I agree with you completely. Cleveland's a tough matchup.
Right.
But with the number of touches he's getting per game, to me, he's a running back too. Keep your fingers crossed though, but you definitely got to start him. You cannot sit Breece Hall.
Yeah.
What about Najee Harris at Seattle?
That's a fraud.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I do not like
that
one.
I mean,
he's a big dude, but against Seattle's playing better ball than we give him credit for. And and for whatever the pundits keep saying that he is not that dude.
Nah.
I would definitely stay away from
their offense is a mess.
Yes.
And the only reason they beat up on Cincinnati because DJ Reader was hurt.
Right.
DJ Reader's one of the best defensive tackles in the game, and they took advantage of that. Right. Good they did, but it's not a consistent thing. Mm-mm. I would leave him off my roster against Seattle. What about Joe Mixon at the Chiefs?
You cannot sit Joe Mixon. I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah. You can't. It's like trying to sit McCaffrey.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, definitely not.
Well, maybe not.
No. You play him on his bye weeks. We don't even talk about McCaffrey. We don't even talk about him. But Joe Mixon, go ahead.
I mean, and if he had his quarterback,
that's
a must start regardless of who's on the other side of the ball.
For sure.
But yeah, they're playing against the Chiefs.
They're playing the Chiefs.
Yeah, you got to roll with that.
And they just got lit up by Zamir White, a backup.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm starting Mixon.
I think the light got a little brighter for Mixon.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Where's that game being played?
That is at the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are as good as they are for 2 out of 3 Super Bowls. They are not good at home as you would think.
No.
It's loud. The game that I saw, they lost to the Colts. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you are who your record says you are.
Right. Absolutely.
They're not the top team in the AFC.
Not anymore.
No, they're not. All right. What about Aaron Jones at the Vikings?
Aaron Jones is past his prime.
He's been killing fantasy owners all year.
Oh, I know.
But he finally had a big game, man.
What is that because Dylan came back from his hand injury?
Yeah, he played. He played week 16. But he had 21 carries, 127 yards, man. Can he keep it up? If you had him in fantasy, would you say, okay, I'm going to put him out there?
Again, that's a difficult call for me. I mean, if you got no others, then but I mean, and I had Aaron Jones last year. I was disappointed.
You did have him last year.
So I would stay away from him.
He broke some hearts. This year was even worse.
I know.
But you can't ignore 21 carries, man, 127 yards.
Week to week.
Though. And this is a big game.
A big game. Yeah. In the Vikings, no.
Yeah.
No.
You would sit him?
I would sit him.
He'd be all right. So to me, as disappointed that I would have been all year, I would make him a running back 3 for me. If I had 2 other running backs and I could play a wide receiver in our format,
right?
If he was my running back 3, I wouldn't be too mad.
Yeah, because you're not counting on him.
Not counting on him.
Right.
Whatever I get's gravy. So I'd be all right with that one. Good point.
I'm good with that.
Good point. All right. So as far as like playoff help, maybe a couple of free agents you can look at, kind of boost your squad. Khalil Herbert from Chicago. They're playing better. Fields is kind of rounding out as he does. He gets better at the end of the season every year. Yep. Khalil Herbert's benefiting from that because you're so worried about Fields that he gets loose. And I think they said Dante Foreman's still out.
Yeah.
So he might be okay. And this cat, Zamir White, he had a big game, over 100 yards against the Chiefs. And Josh Jacobs ain't in no rush.
Right.
Because, if I'm going to be a free agent, I'm not going to be injured.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
You put your market. You want your market value to be as high as possible.
For sure. I mean, Zamir White put up 100 yards on the Chiefs. I would give him a look as a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because they play the Colts. Colts can be stingy on D.
Yeah.
But it could be good. I mean, if I were really digging or really hurting, I wanted a running back with a good matchup that I knew was going to get the ball.
Right.
I would probably try Zamir White. All right. Let's skip down to the wide receivers, Ruff.
Okay.
How do you feel about Terry McLaurin playing the 49ers?
Don't look for Terry. don't look for scary Terry this week.
Let me follow it up with a question. If Jacoby Brissett is a quarterback, would you do it?
No,
you would.
Not Sam Howell. Not Jacoby Brissett. The Niners are mad,
dude. Jacoby Brissett came in and Terry got balls like right away.
Yeah,
immediately. They almost beat the Jets. They had the Jets beat.
Sure.
But you wouldn't do it?
The Niners are mad.
Yeah,
they got beat down.
They did.
No, I'm thinking that they're going to lock him down.
So you wouldn't mess with Terry McLaurin? Okay, I'm going to agree with you. I'm not going to just invite you up here and argue with everything you say. So no Terry.
No Terry.
All right. What about Gabe Davis playing the Patriots?
That's a toss-up because if you look at the stats, that's his deep guy.
Right.
When Diggs is not getting the ball.
Okay.
And it's an division rivalry. So the Patriots, they're not. This is the last. I think this is the last 2 games that we're going to see Belichick on the sideline.
For sure. Yeah.
At least for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, it's too much of a train.
And I just don't see. I don't know. Gabe Davis versus the Patriots. I don't know his stats overall.
You look at his game log. It's like he looks like my checking account. 1 week he's up, next week he's down. Right. 2 weeks later he's up. Yeah, so it's like he coming off 4 for 130. Right. You can't really ignore him.
No, right.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I think if I had him, I'd skip him. I wouldn't mess with him. I wouldn't mess with him.
Unless you got that Christmas bonus this year, I'm staying away from him.
I wouldn't mess with him. I haven't seen 2 good ones in a row.
Right.
This one, George Pickens.
Oh, you talk about quarterback nightmares.
Yeah.
Is Trubisky coming back?
No. They
so
Kenny Pickett's practicing.
Okay.
They said Mason Rudolph is set to start again. Bro, I don't trust that.
I don't trust any one of those.
Yeah.
And personally, I think Deontay Johnson.
Right.
I think when he came back, I think he threw the offensive whatever with the Steelers off. Yeah. I mean, because before Pickens was the man.
Right.
He was going to have Michael Pittman kind of numbers.
Yeah.
But now you don't know.
Yeah.
I'd stay away from that.
Nah, I would mess with. Again, even when we talked about Najee Harris, it looked like they beat up on the Bengals team that was wounded.
Right.
I don't think that's a data point that you can make future decisions on.
No,
I wouldn't worry with him. He might get 2 balls.
Yeah, and you just don't know. And he's had some absolute bad games. He's probably still in the doghouse from not blocking.
Yeah, he's had some turds. I know. Yeah, he's had some real turds. I wouldn't mess with George Pickens, folks. Yeah. Rashee Rice playing the Bengals. Kansas City.
As we were talking about earlier, I'm putting the young man on notice that the ball's coming his way.
Oh, yeah.
I'd start him.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Chiefs don't have too many options right now.
Yeah.
And he's been improving all season. Yeah, he had the drops early in the season, but still, you got to go with him. Give him an opportunity because he's got the weapons. He's fast.
It's getting to the point with those receivers that one of them's got to start making plays. they're not going to get to where they want to get to
without them.
Force feeding Kelsey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So
and Kelsey's not looking the same way.
Nah, man. So Rashee Rice, he had 12 targets last week. He only caught 6 of them, but dude, if he could catch 10, 12 balls,
right,
that's a nice start. He's up in that wide receiver 2 range.
Yeah.
So Rashee Rice, thumbs up. You good?
I'm good with Rashee Rice.
All right. What about Tyler Lockett? Seahawks playing the Steelers.
Tyler Lockett is the man.
Yeah.
For the Seahawks, he's the man. You got to throw to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting him against the Steelers.
So the thing I like about Lockett, the Steelers are shuffled their back end.
Right.
They got guys playing safety that hadn't played safety before.
Okay.
And that's tailor-made for Tyler Lockett to get behind him.
Right.
So it's like, to me, I think he's going to be a hot start. So if you got him, put him out there.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Lockett, for sure. I like him. Playoff help. Maybe some free agents you could look at. DeMarcus Robinson to do with the Rams. I know you don't like this one, but
I don't like this.
Why?
You said that they got too many players that need to eat.
Right?
DeMarcus Robinson is the short man out. He's like the little runt trying to get some balls.
Okay.
I'm just saying, between the 2 rookies and Cooper Kupp, you know.
Well, Tutu Atwell's been out.
Oh, well, okay, my bad.
Tutu Atwell's been out, but man, Stafford throws the ball so well. That offense is cooking, man.
It is. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, their numbers are. I finally watched them play, man. I was like, they are good.
They are.
Yeah,
they surprising.
To me, if I could get Robinson as a wide receiver 3 in that offense, because he's not a wide receiver 2, not even close. Right. But that you get that production from a wide receiver 3, you might be all right.
Yeah,
that might get you a ring. It might get you a ring.
I know.
KJ Osborne, the Vikings.
Again, someone's got to be on the opposite side of Jefferson. So, yeah, KJ looked good. He's catching the ball.
And there's some targets now because Hawkinson's out.
Gone, right.
And I mean, what did Osborne have? 5 for 95 and a touchdown on 5 targets.
I go with that. You can expect that to go up.
Yes. That's a Super Bowl winner right there. He can put you over the top. Oh, that's good. All right. So we're going to talk about tight ends now. Let's jump down to the tight ends. I like your dude, Jake Ferguson, playing the Lions.
I love Jake Ferguson. You know, he's a much more athletic Jason Witten.
Okay.
You know, so straight up, I think he in the future is going to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know. But right now, I think against the Lions, he's going to eat.
I think so too. The Lions have been known to give up yards.
Right.
Plus, it's at Dallas, so I like it.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely playing the Dolphins. Ravens tight end.
Oh, well, since you're talking about the replacement for Mark Andrews.
Right.
No.
I'm not even sure why he's on the list. He plays every week. Lamar looks for the tight end.
Tight end, right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even against the 49ers, he had 3 for 56. That ain't bad for a tight end, man. That's not bad at all.
Certainly not in our league.
Yeah.
No.
What about Gerald Everett? Chargers tight end playing the Broncos.
Who's their quarterback now?
Easton Stick.
No.
No? Really?
I mean, there's a reason why Brandon Staley is now on the street.
Ex-coach. Ex-coach. Yeah.
You know.
All right, so 7 for 42 on 8 targets.
Okay, so
Keenan Allen's still out. Somebody's got to catch it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that just means more for the running back coming out of the backfield. Eckler is gonna get it.
Okay, so you're not sold on Gerald Everett.
No.
I have to agree with that one. Easton Stick. I mean, no. Okay, all right. So no on Gerald Everett.
Yeah,
no on Gerald Everett. Dallas Goedert.
This is a get
right.
Like
the Cardinals.
Yeah,
he woke up.
He woke up.
Yeah,
you know, I know this is not a. I know the Eagles are not coming back from another loss, but. The Cardinals, that defense is not the same.
Nah.
And Dallas needs to be in the offense. So,
you know, Week 16, man, 7 for 71. So I'm gonna say he's back.
Yeah, I think
because Week 15 he was quiet, just came back from the forearm injury. Right. So Dallas Goedert definitely a must start. If you're looking for some free agent help, some playoff help as far as your tight ends go, Tucker Kraft from the Packers. All their wide receivers are banged up. Somebody's got to catch it. Somebody's got to do it. And Jordan Love throws to him. That offense is designed for a tight end to go off. So 4 for 60 on 6 targets. There's no other tight end on the roster. So if you need him, need some help, pick him up. And this is a big one. Darren Waller.
Man,
coming back.
Why?
Coming back.
Why?
I'm just saying.
Why?
Now, hear me out now. 2 for 32, which is pedestrian on 5 targets. But it'll be a second game back, Week 7. It's a huge risk.
It's a huge risk because he might trip. He might break a nail and be out for the season.
Okay, you talked me out of it.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's digging deep, but I figured I would put it on there.
There's a reason why Darren Waller has not played a full season. I mean, really.
Dude, I drafted him. If I'd have known he had if I'd have known his hamstrings are that bad,
I know.
I wouldn't have worried about it.
Yeah, I'm like,
but he had some good games, man, when he was playing.
When he was playing. That's
He's a
just
mismatch.
It.
He's a mismatch. Okay, so no on Waller. Definitely thumbs down.
I put it like this. I take Pitts over him.
Oh, Lord.
And you know
that's
the Falcons can't even figure out who their quarterback is.
They don't. That's a train wreck.
Right.
All right. So normally Brendan and I play this game. Would you start? So I'm going to just ask Ruffin a series of questions. He's going to give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We got the spotlight a little hotter on you now. Would you start the Cowboys defense versus the Lions? Yes.
Of course. Come on
it's
now.
It's a good matchup.
What do you see who I'm wearing? He gonna speak up.
All right. Would you start the Eagles defense versus the Cardinals? Thumbs up again?
Thumbs up.
Wow. Okay. The Broncos defense versus the Chargers. With Easton Stick as a quarterback.
Yeah.
No Keenan Allen. Oh yeah, Broncos. Yeah, for sure. The Patriots defense at Buffalo. No.
Emperor says no.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I'm with you because New England won't be able to hold a ball long enough to keep their defense fresh. Yeah. Buffalo just gonna wear them out. So thumbs down for sure. What about the Bucs defense versus the Saints?
Oh,
what you think? What you think?
Yeah, no, it ain't going up or down.
It's just right there. Not sure. Down? No, wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, they've gotten torched a couple of times, so I'm with you. Okay, let's jump down to the kickers.
Okay,
would you start Jake Moody, the 49ers kicker, at the Commanders?
No, and here's why.
What?
The Niners are going to score touchdowns.
Oh, bunch of... That's why we invited you. I didn't even think of that. That's pretty good, bro.
They're going to score touchdowns.
I'm with you. Okay, all right. I was thinking the exact opposite. I was like, man, he's needing neon lights.
Right.
But you're right. They scored 6 touchdowns. He's only going to get, 12 points?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, good one. Man, you're all right. All right. Chris Boswell, the Steelers kicker, at the Seahawks. Ooh. What you got? Oh, this ought to be good. Thumbs up? Really?
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to move the ball.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to score at all. I don't even think they're going to be able to get in field goal range.
I mean, if they get in field goal range, that's going to be the only way they score.
I think it's going to be better field goal kicker options or better kicker options than
Boswell. Because what's the weather going to be like in Seattle?
Probably raining.
Well, yeah.
It's going to rain for at least 10 minutes.
I know.
Yeah. Tyler Bass, the Bills kicker, playing the Patriots. Feel good about him.
Yeah,
you gotta feel good about him.
He's used to the weather off the lake. So,
yeah.
I think that'll be good.
Okay. Brandon McManus, the Jaguars kicker, playing the Panthers with the ailing quarterback.
Because they're not going to have too many options.
Okay.
Even if he doesn't come back, they haven't really been cohesive on offense.
Right.
So McManus has definitely looked like a better option.
Yeah. And the Panthers are struggling so bad that, you feel like you're going to get points against them. Yeah. And if you're not really, like you said, cohesive offensively, you're going to kick more field goals. Right. So McManus might be who I thought Jake Moody was going to be. Right. All right. What about Younghoe Koo, the Falcons kicker, playing at Chicago?
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. I think his stats are inflated because he plays indoors half the season.
Yeah, you're going to be kicking out
shit. And, you playing in Chicago, that wind on the water.
A little different. So you wouldn't mess with Younghoe?
No.
I'm good with that. I'm not mad at all. That's pretty cool, man. That's all we got, man. You did good.
Oh, wow. Hey, I might know a little bit about fantasy.
You
football.
are a worthy replacement. Brenda's going to be jealous.
Uh-oh. I'm not trying to take your spot, but,
No, that was good. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Ruffin ran the show tonight. He did a great job. We appreciate you coming up, man.
Hey, no problem.
We have to have you back for the year-end show.
Oh, definitely.
That's going to be fun.
I look forward to it.
Cool. We're going to get ready to get out of here, man. Be sure to check us out on Instagram Live Sunday mornings at 11:30. We used to get on there and chop it up with our normal crew and get some start-sit decisions people send us. That's been really fun connecting with different people around the world about fantasy football. That's been a lot of fun. That's been a close second to doing the podcast.
Cool.
So don't forget, Instagram Live, Sunday mornings at 11:30. We'll talk to you soon. Hopefully you get a Super Bowl win.